Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, set. Shot, 17.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go.
From the 33, here's second and 4.
Yellow.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Blue strike. On the ball. Set cut.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll send the tight end in motion. Robinson will try to pick it up. Stays on his feet. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Julian Okwara. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons first down.
Right, 97.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And bulldozing his way through. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The point after through the run drive, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible fourth tackle?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
White. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Tried to link up with Bijan Robinson there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building there. They can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week. And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to go up top again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks had 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Willan.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Jackson to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Ken Walker.
14-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this 1st half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this 1st half. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Black Ultra. Set.
Ritter now. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down, here's Ritter. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. This ball down the field for Pitts.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That's out quickly to London.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
10 cycles.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 on the Seahawks' 10-yard line.
Blaster, 6. Rail, yellow. Hut.
Here's Ritter.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Go. Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Falcons 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Walker. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
There he goes, left side.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
Falcons 14. Youngway Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Jackson's throw taken in by Evans here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go street. 79 Bronco.
Jackson now. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. 70 range, 70 range. Let's go.
Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Coup now for the point after.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Option play, they'll give to Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E!
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter to the lead. You love that, don't you?
No doubt.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Ready.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 9.
Robinson with another carry.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Ritter on 1st and 10. And caught by London.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 9 yards.
17.
It's 2nd down.
Black shot. Set.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
2nd and 10. Ritter from the gun. That one deep for London.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Reek Willen.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Jackson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 4th time tonight, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 36 yards. 1st down.
Going play action. Ritter has it knocked down.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Ritter to throw it.
And now here is another interception.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready?
On 1st down, Ritter.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
T. Higgins 58 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure.
They've got his man complete.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable